right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
With that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Suzuki.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. Opens up with a front kick. Could be the beginning of the end here.
Nice jab.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. Oh, shit. He can't even stand. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Making all these shots count. Lands with the ground and pound here.
Oh.
Postures up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. He's having his way with him here. We cross the midpoint in round one. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Oh, right into mount. Big ground and pound.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Well, he's got his back now. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
15 seconds to go. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead, sustained in that round. The cut man has 60 seconds now to close it up and try to prevent it from becoming an issue here moving forward. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay off the center line, and he's got to press forward, put his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden we got a new storyline in this one. The cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway. Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Good job blocking that shot.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he set it up. It's tight.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. He passes to half. Now he's going full mount. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it up. When he goes,
oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Now goes to the uppercut. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
He's going guillotine.
Oh, that gilly is tough.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
10 minutes in the books.
Stop.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle the striking. Listen, you're gonna land that.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Really good level change.
Nice strike from bottom position. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Oh, in the mouth.
Lands the ground and pound strike here.
He's got to start throwing down.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding. Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Massive shot from the top.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position.
Let's fight, come on.
90 seconds to go. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land. And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand. Oh my God.
Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
Lands with the ground and pound. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. So what a round it was. One guy gets knocked down, then the other fighter answers. I think both of them are going to enjoy the 60-second breather on the stool.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And that's exactly what we saw in the previous round. One guy gets knocked down, he gets up. Other guy gets knocked down, he gets up even better. You stagger when you're getting up, I'll stagger all the way across the octagon, but I will get myself back composed and be ready to fight you again.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
And that one certainly found the target.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Punches in bunches as he lands a double leg takedown. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Good, solid strike on the ground. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Great ground and pound by this man.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Nice positional control here. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Arm triangle attempt. He's gotta get that elbow going forward. He's gotta drop his chest to the mat. Don't squeeze. Let your shoulder do the work and you'll get the finish. Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over. He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Ground and pound strike there now. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrists. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Here we go, fifth and final round. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Fighters separate from the clinch. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. In the half guard. Getting them out here.
Oh, big shots from the top. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, trying to pass here. As Global Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All hard as he gets back to his feet. Late in this final round, we'll see if he can rally.
Let's see if he can rally. It's gonna be difficult, but hey, he's got a chance, and that's all you can ask for.
He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
That's a big hook. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Nice takedown, yep. Oh, right into mount.
Back mount now. So we go under a minute to go in the fight. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Changing the position.
Seconds now to go in the fight. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
This is a terrible position.
Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the fight of the year conversation. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is
we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Assassin!
All right, nice job by him there, as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you gotta go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.